Good evening, folks. And so everybody's asking the question, are the Texas Hangmen everything I said they would be? Are they everything I conditioned them to be? Are they the reincarnation of the original Killer and Psycho, the original Texas Hangmen? Well, tonight we're going to find it out. Killer and Psycho have their graduate course match tonight, going up against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. But I'm going to let the boys tell it in their own way. Take it, guys.
Tonight's the Texas Hangman's graduate course. We gotta prove to the Hangman our daddy Tex Lynch invested every last dollar into us, has paid off with interest.
It's gonna be our toughest match yet, against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk. Hardest match we've ever had, or maybe even ever will have. But me and Killer, we're ready, we're psyched, because we know if we can beat two of the toughest dudes in this sport, the world is gonna have to respect us.
Everything else, everybody else we stomped the guts out of. They were just pop quizzes and the occasional midterm exams. This right here, Cactus Jack and the Funker. This is the final exam, baby. And the Texas Hangman been studying extra hard.
It was Tex Lynch's dream to revive the Texas Hangman. And damn if he ain't done it. Killer and Psycho live again. And tonight we'll prove it against Cactus and the Funker.
I do not think I have wasted a lot of time or money, and tonight, Killer and Psycho are gonna prove it against Cactus Jack and Terry Funk.
And so tonight's Snarl General Manager Hangman Tex Lynch putting in an appearance on Rage in a managerial capacity for Killer and Psycho, the Texas Hangman, as they lock it up against Terry Funk and Cactus Jack, a formidable team to be sure. That's formidable, all right.
This next tag team match is scheduled for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Approaching the ring first, from Truth or Consequences, New Mexico, weighing 187 pounds. Here's Cactus Jack.
If you're looking for a master of all things hardcore, look no further than Cactus Jack, billing himself as the world's most dangerous wrestler, and he has been engaged in some of the most brutal matches in all time. Ironically, some of them with his tag team partner for tonight, Terry Funk. Yeah, that's pretty amazing. But him and the Funker, they respect each other. They can beat the crap out of each other and still be friends. It's a weird thing. My favorite Cactus Jack match was the Hell in a Cell at No Way Out in the early 2000s against Triple H. That was a vicious Hell in a Cell match.
His partner from the Double Cross Ranch in Amarillo, Texas, weighing 252 pounds, the hardcore legend Terry Funk.
All I can say is wow. Between Tex and MJ Ferrantino, the Texas Hangmen have received like rigorous training. They're being trained for war. For war with who? Obviously the sectarians. And this is one heck of a test. Terry Funk and Cactus Jack in a tag team, well, I don't even know what to tell you.
It is indeed a certain hellified final exam, and they could not have chosen two tougher instructors than Terry Funk and Cactus Jack. This match is gonna be a tag team match for the ages. The Texas Hangmen, reincarnated by Hangman Tex Lynch, facing what is definitely the toughest match they have ever experienced, right here tonight on RWL Rage.
Their opponents, along with Hangman Tex Lynch, the Ferrantino group presents, from the Lone Star State, at a combined weight of 537 pounds, Killer, and Psycho, the Texas Hangman.
Well, there's one thing the Texas Hangmen certainly have been getting, and that's consistent wins. Although tonight, it is without question one of the toughest tests the Texas Hangmen will ever face. Two of the greatest hardcore legends of all time in a standard rules tag team match.
And whoa, honey, have the Hangmen got some notches on their gallows. They've faced a lot of tough opponents since Tex put this team together. Their last match they whipped on Pretty Deadly, and before them were the Revival, the United Kingdom's X-Clan, the Fantastics, Team Splendid. Toughest team they ever faced before were the Crusher and the Bruiser, the only team ever to beat. Getting past Cactus and Funky, this is going to be an epic right here, you guys.
I think this is going to be one of the best matches we see tonight.
And it's a match I'm certainly going to enjoy calling the action for. As we get ready to get underway, it's going to be Cactus Jack and Killer. Starting off this matchup, Killer always starts first for the Texas Hangmen. Willie Johnson sounds the bell. The men come centering. Cactus Jack opens up with a shot and biting the face of Killer. Cactus Jack goes behind, has him up, walks him towards the other side, towards the corner, head first into the turnbuckle, falls Killer. Cactus Jack gathers him up again, biting the face of the Texas Hangman Killer. Cactus Jack places him against the ropes, has him up, hangs him up off the top rope the hard way, and here comes Terry Funk, ready to go. Texas Hangman Killer having his problems. Terry Funk not helping with a blatant choke. Well, the biting and choking has certainly begun in the early goings here. The Texas Hangman didn't arrive expecting a scientific technical match. Cactus Jack comes in on the tag, charges, drop kick, takes Killer down. Cactus rolls him over, pins, but not even a one. Killer powering out of the pin, gets a hold of Cactus Jack, pitches him over the top rope, out onto the floor, and at the feet of Psycho. Cactus Jack on the wrong side of town here as Killer drives a knee into the leg of Cactus Jack. The referee already counting as Hangman Tex Lynch looks on as his creations go to work on Cactus Jack. Killer charges, catches an elbow from Cactus Jack right across the top of the head. Killer rolls back in, so does Cactus Jack. Killer with a wrist clutch boot to the face and a blatant choke from Cactus Jack. Well, if Terry Funk and Cactus Jack came to play rough, they can rest assured the Texas Hangman can do it too. Psycho comes in on the tag, locks it up with Cactus. Cactus escorts him to the far right corner, head first into the turnbuckle. An elbow from Psycho. A hard right spins Cactus Jack around. He goes behind. He's got him up in an electric chair drop position. But whoo! A discus punch to the back of the head instead. And the Texas Hangman whooping it up here. A clubbing overhand right to the back of the head of Cactus Jack. Whoa! Cactus counters with a kick. Whips Psycho to his team's corner. And Cactus Jack drives him head first into the turnbuckle. Cactus Jack with a kick to the midsection. And whoa, grinding the face of Psycho against the top rope. A clubbing overhand right to the back of the head again. Cactus Jack getting a hold of Psycho's, got him up. Rib breaker. Center ring. Cactus Jack tags in Terry Funk. The Funker moves in quickly. Gets a hold of Psycho. Whips him to the ropes, and an elbow takes him right down to the canvas again. A kick to the head from Psycho, quickly back up on his feet and drops all his weight right on the chest of Terry Funk. The Texas Hangman trying to maintain control against these two tough opponents. Here comes Killer on the tag, a double team incoming. And whoa, 3D, a Dudley Death Drop for Terry Funk. Killer rounded up by Terry Funk, a kick to the midsection, the neck breaker, successful. The Funker rounds up Killer, has him up for the long, stalling vertical suplex, and he nails it. Right back into the blatant choke. Terry Funk trying desperately to wear down the Texas Hangman to slow them down in any way possible. A double axe handle across the back of Killer. Killer locks up Terry Funk. Whip to the ropes. And a big-time right hand takes the Funker down. Terry Funk tags in Cactus Jack. Cactus with a running DDT on Killer. Look at this, Cactus Jack is wilding out. Well, that's Cactus Jack for you. He misses with the shoulder charge on Psycho. Whip Psycho over the top rope, out on the apron, a clubbing overhand right here. Cactus Jack hung up on the ropes. And Psycho rounded up by Cactus Jack, but a quick counter and a chop block to the back of the knee. Psycho with a hard forearm goes for the cover and hooks the leg. One, but only a one. Cactus Jack back to a standing position. Psycho gathers him up, deposits him head first against the turnbuckle. Psycho whips Cactus to his team's corner. Psycho gonna take it himself, smashes the head of Cactus Jack into the turnbuckle. Liked it so much he's going to do it again. Psycho decides for a third shot to Cactus Jack. Breaks up the monotony with a couple of kicks. Cactus Jack stuck in the corner here as Psycho puts in all his weight against the chest of Cactus Jack, and boom, double knees right across the chest of Cactus Jack. Psycho rounds Cactus back up. Counter whipped into his own corner, a knee to the midsection from Cactus. But Psycho right on it. Slams Cactus face first into the canvas. Turns it back over to Killer as Cactus Jack rolls out to the floor on the wrong side of town. Killer decides to go after Terry Funk. The Funker catches an enziguri to the head and winds up on the floor. Killer rolls Cactus Jack back inside the ring. Whip to the corner. Cactus Jack in trouble. His tag team partner out to lunch at the moment. Driving knees to the chest of Cactus Jack. And Killer puts in the boots, rebounds off the ropes, and a face wash to Cactus Jack. Killer gathers him up again, whips him into the corner. Cactus Jack counters with an elbow, gets a hold of Killer into a sleeper hold. Center ring, rear naked choke, nowhere for Killer to go. But look at this. Just forces his way out of the move. Terry Funk brought in on the tag. Killer gathers him up. Whoa, look at this. The military press drop to Terry Funk. And right into a choke. But Terry Funk counters. And now into a sleeper hold again, this time from Terry Funk. He's gotten one from each. A jawbreaker. Disengages Terry Funk from Killer. Killer gets a hold of him by the throat, and there's a choke slam from the Texas Hangmen. Killer driving knees into the leg of the Funker. Terry Funk rolls out of the ring looking for a break. Goes behind on Killer. Delivers the shot to the back, whips him to the ropes. Ducks under. Here comes Killer. Ducks under again. And look at this. Killer puts on the brakes, delivers a kick to the leg of Terry Funk. The Funker whipped to the Texas Hangman's corner. But he counters, finds his way out, a quick jab to Killer. But Killer whips him into referee Willie Johnson. A series of shots. Terry Funk counters again. Woohoo! A spinning forearm takes the Funker down. Here comes Psycho again on the tag. Terry Funk quickly rolls out, quickly rolls back in. Rebound off the ropes, flying punch from Psycho takes the Funker down. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2, no. Well, yes, a 2. No, just a 1, says Willie Johnson. Psycho with a stomp to the arm of Terry Funk. Makes his way to the corner. Could be bad news for the Funker. Wrist clutch, boot to the face. Funk falls center ring. Here comes Killer again. Killer with a running drop kick takes the Funker back down to the canvas one more time. A series of staccato kicks to the head of Terry Funk. And he is now busted open. The Texas Hangman performing admirably in this matchup so far. Another wrist clutch kick to the face of Terry Funk. And here comes Psycho again. He locks up Terry Funk, whips him to the Texas Hangman's corner. Oh, a withering series of rights and lefts to Terry Funk, and a driving knee to the midsection, followed up with a set of stomps, a rebound off the ropes, and another face wash. Terry Funk in trouble here. The pin won't. Cactus Jack right there to break it up. Oh! Psycho just forcing all his weight across the chest of Terry Funk. He charges, rebounds off the ropes, and whoa! What a senton to the midsection of the Funker. Here's another pin attempt. 1, 2. But again, Terry Funk getting the left shoulder up before the count of 3. Psycho off the middle ropes. Woohoo! Big knee right across the head of Terry Funk. Funker whip to the Texas Hangman's corner. Here comes Killer on the tag. Another double team incoming. And another 3D for Terry Funk. Killer gouging the face of Terry Funk. Terry Funk rolls to the outside. Killer sauntering, he charges and over the top rope, and whoa! Human missile, human cannonball actually. And now, stomping every available inch of Terry Funk he can find on the outside while the referee continues to count. The Texas Hangman firmly in control of this matchup. Unbelievable matchup so far. Headlock punch to the Funker. Funker rounded up again, counters with an elbow to the leg. Delivers a kick and a hard right hand. Terry Funk gets back inside the ring first. Oh, there goes the ref. Oh, that ain't good. A series of shots from the Texas Hangman. Here's another tag. The referee doesn't see it. He doesn't see much of anything anymore, at least not now. I've lost track of which Texas Hangman is in there. My goodness. Well, it could be Killer, it could be Psycho. I think it's Killer, actually. Killer rebounds off the ropes. Another face wash to Terry Funk, and the referee is still gone. Big dive off the middle rope, a knee across the head of Terry Funk. Willie Johnson back in business again. A hard cheap shot to Cactus Jack. Cactus counters, catches an enziguri to the head, winds up on the floor. Terry Funk just coming to himself here as Killer gathers him up. A hard whip to the Texas Hangman's corner. A kick to the ribs. Another and another. And a big time kick to the chin. Terry Funk counters, finds his way out of the corner. Gets a hold of Killer. Spinning neckbreaker from Terry Funk. And there's a grind of the boot into the face of Killer. Terry Funk gouging the face beneath the mask of the Texas Hangman. Rolling elbow across the back of Killer. Terry Funk whips Killer to his team's quarter. He counters with an elbow, finds his way out. Locks it up with Terry Funk. Funk whip to the Texas Hangman's corner again. Another kick to the ribs. Here's a tag to Psycho. Uh-oh, this does not look good. They are setting up something disastrous here. They've got Funker up. Oh, this is going. Look at this right here. Whoa. Oh, what a nasty finisher. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg. Here's referee Willie Johnson. 1, 2, 3. They could have counted to 500. The Texas Hangmen win this one by pinfall.
The time was 14 minutes and 1 second, and your winner, the Texas Hangmen.
I am sure Hangman Tex Lynch is beaming with pride. Beneath his black and gold mask at this very moment, the Texas Hangman putting in an epic level performance. Look at this double team finisher that put an end to Terry Funk. We'll be back with our main event in just a moment.